clarity on whether Victor's going to be available for tomorrow? Do you know yet?
I'm smiling. So yes, he is available, and he's a good player.
Do you feel like he's kind of match fit or ready for that sort of thing yet?
Well, like match fit, no, but can he come on the field and give us some minutes? Yes, of course he could. Of course he could.
What does Calum Mallace bring to the team?
Well, he's steady kid. We've liked him ever since Marquette. Part of the reason that is, Brad's having a couple of issues with his lower back, and so at the last minute we were just trying to, get enough bodies here just to make sure that in case something goes awry, that we have enough cover. So, it's just one of those last minute deals. But we're, we've liked him. We've liked him, since the 11 draft. I mean, he's had some good years up in Montreal.
Do you have a timeline on Brad's injury or anything like that?
No, this is all very just premature. We're figuring stuff out. Just right now it's back pain. We got to figure out what it is.
Depth-wise, you've seen a lot of these teams, obviously, since you guys joined MLS. Where would you rank this above just pure depth and the ability to have parts coming in and out?
Well, I mean, my memory's not great from years and years ago, but if we're looking at last year's team versus this year's team, right? We had Zach, we had Herc, we had, Nelson or Andreas, we had, Stur. We had some guys that had been around the block, right? This year, I think it's the same. It's shaping up the same. We've got guys that, Ship and Bruin have come on, and, those were the early season signings. The two new guys, the new TAM players, that's been good for the group. Malice coming in, Nuhu exploding. I think our depth is pretty good. I mean, it's getting pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah.
What makes Kansas City so tough to break down? They really have a pretty strong defensive record if you look at their numbers this year.
Well, it starts with Pete. I mean, he does a great job. He's a very good coach, and he has a definite system of how he wants to play. Now, he's been, he's had good defensive teams in the past, maybe not as good as this one. Sometimes the league is cyclical. I know they played a lot of home games early in the year, and, maybe that kind of evens out as, they play a few more games on the road. But, they've got good players, a good coach, and a good system for them, so that's what makes it challenging.
Do you think it'll be a good test for you guys, having them come in and sort of testing how far you guys have come over the last, month and a half or so?
Sure, every game's a test, Matt. There is no easy game in this league. People are writing, okay, they played 120 in penalties, blah, but they got to travel. That's a load of bull crap. I mean, they're still going to come here and try and win the game. So there's no measuring up, there's no nothing. This time of the year, as every game is becoming a game where we need to collect points and we need to, just establish that, we're going to be solid in the playoffs and, go from there.
Sure.
I know it's gotten better the past couple of days, but has the air quality been any sort of issue for the players out here?
It was really hot and smoky beginning of the week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it did affect the way the players trained a little bit, but those are things that we don't control. So, today's a great, beautiful Seattle day.
Yeah, you don't think it'll be an issue for the game?
No. My guys are mentally tough enough to play at altitude. Last year we were going to get asphyxiated. We're mentally stronger now.
Yeah. We've seen Ozzie out here all week, pretty much. Is he in contention to start?
Oh yeah. He's done well.
Is it too early to start thinking of a game like tomorrow's with two teams near the top of the conference? Is it too early to start thinking of that in terms of playoff positioning and matchups and everything else?
Yeah, we'll wait a little longer. Yeah. We don't know who Peter's going to throw out there because of the midweek game. So if it's if he's got to play a mixed group, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
So, no, too early for that.
Sure.
historically against Sporting Kansas City. A lot of late goals, a lot of fouls. What do you think makes up this, matchup on Saturday?
Well, it's interconference rivals, two very good teams. Both teams don't like to lose. I mean, that's you could say that about the Colorado game a few weeks ago. Some of our games recently. I mean, it's getting down to that part of the season where games mean a lot more. So I think you're going to see that that stuff increase.
Nicolas Ladero was called up by his national team. The games are kind of between two big games against LA and Portland. Do you ever try to talk to the national team to try to keep him here?
Yeah, we can't. If they call him, we can.
But in regards to maybe the itinerary, maybe him being able to make it a little bit days before? Or?
Well, we always are in contact. Chris Henderson does a good job of, working with whatever federation is calling whichever player is in. So whether it's the U.S., whether it's Panama, whether it's Uruguay, whatever, we always try and make sure that the travel arrangements when they come back, and certainly the travel arrangements when they go, are good. First class, everything nice, because, it takes a toll on their body.